Operation Walk was originally set up by Dr. Larry Dorr, who's an orthopedic surgeon in Los Angeles, and it has developed over the years. I think it's over 22 years in existence now. There is 17 chapters in America, and then there's one in Canada, and we're the first one in Europe to set up. So it's basically about giving mobility back to patients, replacing their joints and giving them back the opportunity to walk again.
So we became involved at the invitation of Operation Walk Chicago 4 years ago, when 20 of us came on a mission with Op Walk Chicago to Hospital 108 in Vietnam. We then formed Operation Walk Ireland and did our first mission 3 years ago. So we went from 25 Irish people going over to Vietnam on the first time to about 50, and then last year we had 86, and this year there's over 140 Irish people from all over the world coming to Vietnam. I love the people, I love the work that we were doing, I love the fact that we could change the world for a lot of these people.
So for this year's missions, we have 107 patients.
Yeah, the mission starts an awful long time before day one. It starts back in July of last year. And it starts with planning in terms of getting the right number of surgeons and anaesthetists and other staff, because effectively what we're doing is shipping a small hospital or halfway around the world and back again.
This year we have 137 team members, so they range from surgeons, anaesthetists, CSSD staff, theatre staff, physiotherapists, ward nurses and translators.
The new hospital facilities are just fantastic. I mean, we're blessed with where we're working in comparison to, the hospital that we were working in the last 3 years. It's just fantastic, but more importantly, it's even better for the patients because of the facilities. They didn't have these facilities last year, whereas now they have really good facilities. They've got good toilets. The corridors are very safe for walking on. It's an amazing hospital, and we're really lucky to be working in it.
I'm amazed at the new hospital. I'm amazed at how quickly it was built.
Well, there's air conditioning. There's actual windows, and it's taken about 10 leaps from where the previous one was.
In this country, there are a very high incidence of advanced arthritis in younger patients. What that means is that these people are out of the workforce, and they may have children who need to be looked after. They may be looking after their parents, and because of their age, they may even be looking after their grandparents.
Operation Walk is needed in Vietnam because there are such a huge population of people who are less fortunate and who don't have access to this type of healthcare. The patients are often young, and they often have advanced disease that we would never see the like of back home.
I mean, the patients just take it for granted that this is the way they have to live, that they have no option, this is the hand that fate has dealt them. But now it's opening up options for people, like young people can go back to work when they can walk. They can feed their families because they can earn a living. They're not a burden anymore if they can move.
So Operation Walk help that patient to have a better hip or knee joint so that they can walk again, they can have a job again, and in most of all, they can be independent again.
Although 100 joint replacements doesn't seem a huge amount, in the big scheme of things, it's a huge amount for each of those patients.
It's lovely to help these people who really seem very, very genuine and kind of very happy that we're here. Sometimes forget that we're not busy enough to come away and actually do something for other people. We always think we're too busy to take a week or two off, but if you actually want to do something, it's not a problem.
So Vietnamese patients are fantastic, and they're the reason I keep coming back with Operation Walk Ireland. They are completely different to patients at home. Their pain levels are, they're phenomenal. They have a pain threshold I've never seen. And I suppose because a lot of these patients have been living with pain for like over 20 years, I think they're just so grateful that something's finally been done, that they are willing to tolerate physio immediately post-op, which is very, very rare. You put the hand in the bed.
I'd oftentimes love to take some of my patients from home and bring them over and show them what the Vietnamese patients put up with and how they recover and how hard they work to get themselves better. It's certainly been an inspiration to me.
They're pleasant, they're so friendly, they're happy, they seem happy and grateful, and yeah.
They're very strong people. They're happy just to whatever you ask them to do, whether it's exercises, walking. They're so willing just to do it, and they are so thankful for all the help they're getting.
I got talking to this really pleasant lady. She's a lovely smile, very gentle smile, and I asked her was she still working, because a lot of these people cannot work, and she's a 63-year-old lady, and she took a big smile and she said she was a farmer. My father-in-law was a farmer, and I wondered if she was a cattle farmer. She said she was a rice farmer, so she told me she had loads of rice that she could give me.
Năm cô 14 tuổi là bắt đầu cô đau, tự nhiên nó phát đau thôi. Cô đau ở trong cái phán, là bây giờ là nó lại đau ngay cái đầu gối, nên là nó đau buốt luôn á. Nó đau là cô ráng á, thì cũng như là mọi người thì không, nhưng cô ráng cố gắng là cô không có phải khóc, nhưng mà nó đau lắm. Tưởng tượng là mình đứng dậy mình đi là nó không thể được nữa.
Chị rất là đau, thì mấy tuần 5-6 tháng nay rồi, đau lắm. Nhưng mà cũng chữa đông chữa tây, nhưng mà chữa đủ các loại rồi, nhưng mà cũng không khỏi. Ngồi này bình thường này thì nó đỡ đau, nhưng mà khi mình đứng đi mình đi ấy, là đau, nó mút từ ở trên này, nó mút xuống, nó kéo lên trên đầu mình, nó đau lắm ấy.
Cô đi là khó khăn nhất, đi với là đau quá là cô đi không được thôi. Con cô đều lớn hết rồi, chỉ có cô ở nhà là nấu ăn cho con.
Em giúp em nấu cơm, giặt quần áo, những công việc trong nhà em làm hết.
20 năm nay rồi chị coi như là đi đứng mà nó khó khăn lắm. Đau thì nhiều khi là mình không làm được nặng, nhưng mình vẫn có thể mình làm nhẹ ở trong nhà được.
Cô vẫn cố gắng phải làm, cô phải nuôi con. Cô phải với con, nó đau nhưng mà con cô mới bắt đầu thi vào đại học, là học xong rồi là cô không ráng được nữa, là cô mới bỏ việc.
Chưa, tại đau quá em không đi được.
Thật ra thì chị rất là mong muốn thì thay khớp để cho chị đi lại bình thường này, cái đầu tiên này. Cái thứ hai là chị sẽ giúp con cái nó làm việc nhà, rồi mình có thể mình đi làm được thì là cái tốt. Cái tốt nhất là của chị là có 3 điều ước của chị như thế. Chị rất mong muốn để đi lại được bình thường như mọi người.
Em chỉ ước là các bác sĩ sẽ chữa khỏi bệnh cho em, để em còn thực hiện các ước mơ sau này nữa.
Cô không may được nữa, là vì nó đau quá. Cô chỉ mong là được mình thay được như vậy, là cô về cô phải làm, cô sẽ làm lại. Vì nó rất là đau cho nên cô rất là muốn được đi bình thường như mọi người.
It's very interesting that they seem to be very similar to Irish people in terms of cultural heritage, in terms of outlook in life. And from the very beginning, we seem to have hit it off.
They're really kind and welcoming, and they're the best type of people that I've met in this world so far.
I had one patient today who was crying at the end of her operation, and the anaesthetist told me that she was crying because of happiness, because she's been waiting for an operation for the last 5 to 6 years, and this was her day to try and be relieved of her pain. That has to make anybody feel good.
But this is something that I've done, and it's just a give. I do this to give something to somebody. I've enjoyed it immensely.
Operation Walk Ireland wouldn't have started and wouldn't be able to continue without the generous sponsorship of companies.
It doesn't matter how much that you've donated. Every single little bit helps. I mean, the equipment, to the implants, to the little bit of gauze that we use in the patients, to the needles, it all goes towards that and all goes towards the patients as a result. And I'd just like to thank anyone that has sponsored us. It has brought us here to allow us to do this work.
Without these sponsors, it wouldn't exist.
của bệnh viện 108 ấy, của nước ngoài đã giúp em phẫu thuật để cho em đỡ đau hơn. Em rất cảm ơn.
Trước mắt thì xin cảm ơn các bác sĩ nước ngoài rất nhiều thì đã giúp đỡ bọn em ở bên Việt Nam.
Rất cảm ơn các bác sĩ Việt Nam và các bác sĩ nước ngoài rất là nhiều để tạo điều kiện cho cô.
Rất là cảm ơn. Muốn nếu mà có dịp nào mời các bác sĩ đến nhà em chơi.